Hey there, welcome back to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we are discussing the new Lil Uzi Vert album. This one is called Lil Uzi Vert versus the World 2. Lil Uzi Vert versus the World 2, or Love versus the World 2. Either way, it's a long title. This was released as the deluxe edition of Eternal Take, and it only took 1 week for this to come out after its predecessor. As you might recall, if you checked out my Eternal Take review, I mentioned that Uzi's best course of action might be to trim down on the length of any project he would put out in the future, and here we are. In the future. He must have gotten the memo because we're here with 14 tracks, around 45 minutes or so worth of music, bringing the total up to an hour and 45 minutes, 32 tracks, all released within a week's time. And sure, I can understand Uzi's desire to release a ton of music in such a short time span, maybe trying to make up for lost time or to make up for the fact that he was hinting at possibly retiring. Whatever the reason, in my opinion, I feel like when it comes to trap as a genre, it doesn't allow for the same level of versatility compared to other genres. I think everything on this project here, Uzi versus the World 2, is a lot more one-dimensional, more tiresome, and lacking a consistent flow or concept that at least made Eternal Take dressed up and compelling in comparison. The main difference on Love versus the World 2, though, besides the shorter tracks, is that there's a lot more features on this project. In fact, 9 credited across 14 tracks compared to just 1 on Eternal Take, and it only requires 2 songs for Uzi to sit back seat and let the features dominate and control this new album here. Not without its highlights, though. I am a fan of the 21 Savage collab. He's on the track Yes Sir Ski, and he sounds just as invigorated as he has over the past 2 years. And I have to admit, I love seeing 21's progression as an artist. It's great to see him come out of his shell. He's like a turtle popping his head out into the world. I also like the 2+2 hook on the song Bean Kobe featuring Chief Keef. As for tracks without features, I would say my favorite one on the entire project would be Moon Relate. It's got a unique shuffle beat, and I haven't heard it much since Baby No Money did it last year on his track Jimmy Neutron. Refocusing on Love versus the World 2, though, I also appreciate the intro cut on here, which every time I read it, I think it says Moron when it actually says Myron. Either way, I also think it's not as entertaining as the intro cut from EA, but compared to what else is on this new album here, it's one of the better songs. Because yes, what is terrible about the rest of what is on this project? We just get a lot of flavorless and monotonous beats, incessant and aggravating vocal performances. For example, there aren't too many switch-ups on the tracks Lotus and Wassup to keep them interesting. They actually get on my nerves quite quickly, not to mention the tedious and just bland features all over this thing. Future phones it in over top of what was pretty lush production. Nav is, well, Nav. I've never really seen the appeal for him as a rapper anyways, but he's on the closing track here, Leaders, and he comes in and out before you realize that you're actually done the album. Young Thug and Gunna don't sound too interested in what they're contributing to on this project. It is kind of disappointing because the track Strawberry Peels had an interesting beat and had potential for it being more fleshed out, but yeah, nothing was capitalized on there with the shorter composition. We have another track on here featuring Lil Durk. It's called No Auto, and it just ends up sounding like a Kanye imitation, especially with the line about, "Oh, you scared, huh? Oh, you scared, huh? Oh, you scared, huh?" Another track that had potential was the Young Nudie feature on Money Spread. We have a lot clearer vocals, not just the typical mumble presentation that Uzi has been notoriously doing and what he's been known for in the past. The sacrifice you make with clear vocals, though, is that you start to pick up on the lyrics, which are brain dead and quite revolting. Also, it doesn't help that the beat is one-dimensional on Money Spread too. But yeah, with or without the features on this project, Uzi just sounds more braggadocious and with not much reason to be bragging. In my opinion, the songs are just forgettable or vapid. I don't know what else to say other than that, quite frankly. The songs Come This Way and Trap This Way, both of those are average and just go in one ear and out the other. But yeah, for the most part, this album is just filler, B-sides, in my opinion. Not nearly as much punch or creativity when it comes to the production all across the board. And yeah, the hooks are practically non-existent. Not much is super terrible, but there are a greater number of tracks on here I dislike compared to Eternal Take. So yeah, if I had to recommend either one of the Uzi projects that have come out over the past couple weeks, it would have to be Eternal Take. That one's certainly a lot more tolerable if you're not into trap, and it has quite a few bangers on there too if you can stomach some trap music. All in all, in the end, overall, I'm feeling a 4 out of 10 on Lil Uzi Vert versus the World 2. Make sure you sound off down below in the comments. Let me know what you think of this music. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also, leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town. Thanks for watching, and have a rockin' day.